Hey there YouTubers, Tom here from Tom's Test Kitchen, and today I'm making up some pork ribs. These are St. Louis style cut pork ribs, and all I have here is some mustard. I like using mustard. Really gives the seasoning something to adhere to, and it's got more flavor than say vegetable oil or something like that. And just coat it well. I do not bother doing the other side because I don't remove the membrane, and there's a lot of discussion about that, and people have their opinions. Frankly, I leave it on because I think it does two things. One, it helps keep the ribs intact. You know, when they've been smoking on the smoker for a long time, they tend to get really tender and almost fall apart. I think that membrane helps them hold together. And I think it holds the moisture in. I think it makes for a moister tasting rib. So you do it however you want. I'm not telling you one way or the other. This is some awesome seasoning that Troy from spacecowboytx gave me. This is made by TexasBBQ.com or TexasBBQRub.com, and this is their original. They have several different varieties depending on what you want to barbecue, but this stuff is incredible. The original is really good on pork ribs, but they have different ones they have a brisket rub, and then they have a rub for like wild game. And it's the price is right too. This stuff is really inexpensive. I mean, a 2-pound bag is about $11. So I'll put a link to their website below, and go check them out. Because like I said, this is one of the best commercial rubs I've found for ribs. Okay, I'm gonna just finish this up. Let that sit while I go prepare the wood. And I've got another secret weapon that Troy hooked me up with too, and this stuff is addictive. This is Texas rib candy, and this you put on like the last 30 minutes. It's basically a glaze, but this is their pomegranate cranberry habanero, and it is awesome. And it's not hot to where it'll blow you out. It has a good heat level, but it's got the sweet, like Troy always says, the sweet kind of helps balance out the heat, and it really does. This stuff, I'll put a link to this as well, because this is now my must-have for barbecue. So let's get these on the smoker. Okay, the coals are ready. Here's how I get my fire going for barbecue. I start the charcoal over here on this side burner, and then once it catches, I can turn it off, and then just set it up here and let it go until I get the coals started, and then just dump it in like that. And then I like to kind of move the coals around kind of toward the back here. And I like using this charcoal, this ACB Grand Champion. That's the best stuff. It's a natural briquette. Doesn't have any fillers or petroleum, but you know, it's not lump, but it's really a good charcoal. And then there's one stick of wood. I find that I usually have to go use 2 sticks of wood for a 5 or 6 hour smoke, so I'll keep checking on this, bring down that, dampen down the vent there, and try to keep it around 250, between 250 and 300 is what I like to do. Okay, let that get going, and I'll put on the ribs. Let's get these ribs on. I'll put this larger part a little closer to the heat source. I'll be back to check on it from time to time. Everything comes down a little too low, so I gotta position that thing. There we go. Got a good smoke going. That come up to temp. I'll check back every now and then, let you know how it's progressing. Well, it's been an hour and 45 minutes. So I'm just gonna mop on some of this, some of Aaron Franklin's vinegar barbecue sauce. This is a thin sauce. Makes a good rub. Help keep it moist. Keep those ribs moist. Boy, it's smelling good. Looks really good too. Okay, I'm gonna let this go for probably another hour and a half, and then I'm gonna glaze it with some of that Texas rib candy. We'll see how it turns out. It's been 3.5 hours. Now it's time to wrap these ribs. Throw on some of this Texas rib candy. That may look good. Smells really good too. Just gonna throw on some of this Texas rib candy. Get it all over there. Don't lose that. Just coat it really well. Just gonna wrap this. Let it go for a couple more hours. Then it'll be time to eat. Just stay tuned. Okay, after 5.5 hours, these ribs are ready. Let them rest. Now I'm just going to take them out of the foil, slice them up, and show you what they look and taste like. Okay, those ribs have been resting. Cut into the center here. See how we did. That looks really good. See how it tastes. That's perfect. See that membrane down there? Don't worry about it. Just pull off with your teeth. Nice, moist, juicy. Perfect. There you have it.